So here we are on the road, just about to reach Sutton Forest, and just going to take you for a little wander around. There's the sign, Sutton Forest, perfect timing. I'm just going to take you for a little wander around the area called Black Bob's Creek, which is where my latest series of paintings were made. So we're just coming up towards the sign. So it's just before the Hoddles crossroads at Sutton Forest, where you get onto the Hume Highway, and there's the sign. We might just try and pull in and have a closer look. So here's the sign. It's this sign that really got me thinking about this area and the layers of history here, and about the way that this place was colonized, and the way that naming of places takes ownership, and the way that it makes other histories invisible and other identities invisible. So by naming a place, you really weave your own identity into that landscape. And this place was named not after an Indigenous man, it was named after a guy called Robert Crawford, who was a commander at the time under Surveyor General Sir Thomas Mitchell, who would have been dividing up this land and giving it to people to settle, whilst driving out the Indigenous population. Rest area. So the rest areas around here are named after Victoria's Cross recipients. So I guess that's another way that landscape and identity and naming is tied together. And here is the way to Black Bob's Creek and the old bridge and the convent cut step. So there's no real signage, but this is the gate that you need to take. And in fact, this road here through this gate is what was the old Great South Road between the Southern Highlands and Goulburn. So we're actually walking a historical road. The Hume Highway has now replaced that, and there's the rest area, lovely rest area off the Hume Highway. So this was the old Great South Road to Goulburn once upon a time. And there is the first bit of the site of the bridge. You can see the white pillars with the pointed tops there. That is one of the very old cement bridges in Australia. And yeah, this was the original way that people would get between the Southern Highlands and Goulburn. Over this bridge was a wooden bridge at one stage, obviously, that got washed away in flood, and they replaced it with a concrete bridge. So that's the wall of the bridge there. So down here you can get a pretty good view of the stone steps. They're pretty steep, and I imagine it was pretty hard work cutting those by hand. And the deep water hole, it's quite beautiful, and the distant sound of the highway, and the gorse, the blackberry, the thistles. Here are some living relics of colonisation. Blackberry canes, no leaves on them at the moment, but lots of thorns. Thistle, ready to spread its seeds. There's some gorse, I believe, in the background. All these European hardy plants that make themselves at home here. And fennel, lots of fennel. And just around the corner, a deciduous tree I will show you. And there's the bushland, obviously native bush, probably quite unchanged. And here is that spectacular fruit tree. I think it's a fruit tree. I wonder if it's a pear, looking at it now. And when I came and photographed this place, it was a similar time of year. I know it was the Easter holiday long weekend. And here we have a good view of the side of the bridge. We'll go around the other side and we'll be able to see the gorgeous arch. And just below me are the convict steps. So it's a bit treacherous. I'm not going to go head first down the gorge, hopefully. But there's the beginning of the steps. There's a bit of a landslip that's happened. You can see that they carry on down there. It's a bit vague, but they sort of turn right. So there's the first few steps there, and then they carry on down all the way to the water, to that little bit that sticks out into the water. And there's the arch of the bridge there, and we'll go around and get a better view in a minute. Actually really nice to come back here. It's really exciting. I find this place so interesting. It's like a living historical tableau, I suppose. You know, I see the rabbits going across the paddocks and the kangaroos over there. You see those European weeds and the gum trees. You get a sense for this magic of the gorge, the sandstone. It's been carved by the water for eons. It would have been home to the Gunga and then all of a sudden white settlers came along and imprinted themselves on this place in such a tangible way, and the way that we relate to this landscape has changed so much even since settlement. The way that we relate to the land keeps on changing and evolving. So I just find this place really quite magical. So I'm really glad that I could bring you here with my patient family and show you around a little bit and get a sense for what I was thinking when I visited this place, and hopefully you maybe got a glimpse of that magical sense of lived and living history. So this is some green slag. We found some more in the piles just down the road. I'm just going to show you the piles again. Hang on a second. Just down there on the side of the road. So I think it's the council digging, and when I first found it I really didn't have any idea what it was, but then I saw someone else posting something on the Southern Highlands Facebook page and I believe it is slag. It's like glass. Actually looks like malachite. You can see some beautiful swirls in there, but yeah, as far as I know, this is just a byproduct of early steel making in the Southern Highlands. So there you go, a bit more historical evidence. So here we are, just heading back. Now we're heading south on the Hume. We're just taking the Illawarra Highway turn off back towards Sutton Forest, Hoddles Crossroads. And down to our left in a minute we'll see the gorge kind of disappears, which is really interesting. There's a little sort of pond or two at the top. It's not a big run of water, but quite a deep gorge, considering so little water goes through it. There it is. Beautiful.